To achieve anything in life, all you need is persistence, determination, and focus. I go by the name Flamboyant Lifestyle, aka what? Mankind. And there's the Flamboyant Lifestyle interview. Today I have a brother in the studio in which he's going to share his life story with us. I've never heard a story before, but I know by the end of this interview, you are going to learn so many things in this interview so that you can find hope. I really know you really want to see this, my guest. So without not wasting my time, let's go for a quick break. When I come back, the guest will introduce himself. Stick and stay. If you just tune in, you are still watching the Flamboyant Lifestyle interview. And as I said earlier on, today we have a gentleman in the studio in which is going to share his life story with us. So without not wasting my time, let's have real conversation with the gentleman. Senior, yeah, welcome to the Flamboyant Lifestyle interview.
Thank you, my brother.
Okay, so what's your name and what do you do?
Actually, my name is Marvin Alex Komnabans.
Okay.
Many people know me to be Honorable Alex.
Okay. Okay, so what do you do?
I'm a politician, a businessman, a herbal doctor, and also a life coach.
Oh, wow. They're a man of so many professions. Okay, politician. Why do you enter into politics, but not any other profession?
I completed my Bible school in the year 2013.
Okay.
But I saw my calling to be a social calling, not into much more spiritual. And then I tried to rock shoulder, or let me say, meet people in all aspects. That's the Muslim, the Christian. I don't believe in religion,
Okay.
but I believe in humanitarian. So I still accept people, especially the Africans.
Okay.
So I try to help the poor and needy, speak for people who can't speak for themselves, lend a helping hand, and then make the world a better place to be. So out of that, I formed an NGO. To that NGO, I entered politics, because the politics will let me meet people in a higher standard, so at least I can rub Peter to people.
Okay. So in politics, we have so many issues going on in politics. And if you are entering into politics, do you have something that you are standing on? Maybe financially, because you have to be financially sound before entering into politics. Because politics, I can say, it's a dirty game and anything can happen. So what are you into?
Actually, when you talk about politics, I will not say politics is a dirty game. No. Politics, let me say, politicians are people who have been given power to lead the state. They are leaders in terms of running the economy, affairs, the affairs of the state, financial, and it's anything that makes the country stand on its own is through our politicians. So that one I would say is, let me say, not my career per se, but something I choose to do. But what I do most, let me say, I'm a motivational speaker. I have my own company that I run.
Okay, what company is that?
I have a microfinance.
Okay, what's the name?
Money City Foundation.
Okay.
We have microfinance. We are into, let me say, telecommunication, mobile money, and prepaid vending. And I'm also into herbal.
Herbal.
I'm also into herbal.
What type of herbal things are you?
Herbal. Let me say, we cure this malaria, at least any sickness that anyone comes to meet on this earth.
Okay, so where did you grow up?
I grew up at Sukura.
Sukura.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you grow up with both parents?
Oh yeah, actually. You see, my dad is a late father.
Okay.
We were living in Sukura. Let me say the market down there. That was where I was giving birth. That was where I was bred. Before I started everything in life. Sukura was my, let me say, my point of contact. I started there before moving on to Agape, to stay in Agape Ablekuma here. So I've been in I was in Sukura for almost about 28 years.
Okay.
That's where I had my basic education. From there, I moved to SS University. Before I moved to stay at Adabraka, then moved back to Ablekuma here.
Okay, let's go to Adabraka. When you were in Adabraka, what were you doing over there?
Adabraka, I was schooling at Abanavis Academy. I did my, let me say, my remedial classes, better my grade. From there, I had my leadership course. Right from there, before I moved to South Africa to go and better, let me say, my leadership course. Before I did economy, I had a correspondent, USA. I had a business economy, and also I did business administration. From there, then I came back to further my calling. That's the ordination, that Bible school, theoretical school that I completed 2013. From there, I came to start my own business. Normally, I was working with New Look Electricals. I worked with them for almost about 2, 3, 4, 5 years. I moved from there. Then I came to be on my own till now.
Okay. You mentioned that you've been to Bible school. And whilst you were talking, you say you don't believe in religion. So what was your main motive of going to the Bible school and not believing in religion?
Actually, you see, when you want to so high, let me say, want to move higher in life, you need to have knowledge about life. About life. Me, I heard about Hindu.
Okay.
I heard about Buddhism. I heard about so many religions, but I tried to go and learn something out of that place. The Bible even said, study yourself, approve.
Yeah.
And then life my people perish. If you don't have that, you perish in this life. So I went to Bible school just to have a little knowledge. Although they said I was having my calling, I can establish church per se, but that was not my main motive. I went there to enlighten more about spirituality, know more about religion, and then I'll link it to our culture here and then move on in life.
Okay, so does it mean going to the Bible school, you don't have any regret?
Oh, no, I've not regretted. Never. You see, life, you must not regret in any step that you take. The word regret simply means doing something whereby you didn't think of. You not regret. But I went there to acquire knowledge. When I meet a pastor, I'll just look at you, listen to your message. I will know that you are fake or you are original.
Okay. So whether you are fake or original, how can you detect a fake pastor and an original pastor?
When I talk about something is fake, meaning trying to be something that you are not.
Okay.
Like counterfeit. You see, a fake pastor, the first thing you need to know is one, he tried to play on your mind.
To play your mind games.
Mind games.
Like how can we detect so that we are going to church, we can detect whether this is a fake pastor. So show us.
You say, let me start from the original pastor.
Okay.
Any original thing start from a background.
Okay.
A background like, let's take for instance, you've come to me as counseling, or you're coming to me for spiritual direction and say, listening to you, I need to be frank to you.
Okay.
Maybe you said you're coming in for prayers to write examination. I being a pastor, I need to advise you, take your book serious, take your study serious. I need to tell you the gospel facts, the truth about what you're going to do. But not to just point figure on someone that, let me say, where you're coming from, it's too hard. Come, I'll give you that water. Come, I'll give you anoint oil. Come, see, any pastor that tries to point, that tries to show you easy way to what you want is a fake.
Okay.
That's the first thing. Like a young guy, as you've come to school, you need to go and work.
Okay.
But at the time you need to work, you are in the church praying.
Okay. Is it wrong for you to?
It's
is it wrong for you to pray in church?
No, it's not person, but no, when you do the right thing at the right time.
Maybe the person is not having anything doing, so he end up being in the church to listen to maybe the word of God or to pray.
You say you go to work.
Okay.
You've gone to send you've sent your application.
Okay.
Do follow up.
Okay.
Or you're in the house praying. You see? Secondly, you will see a nice lady, fine lady, said she need a husband. Fine. The husband is there. Let's see. But the let me say the language, the utterances so bad, the dressing so bad, the lifestyle the person tries to live is so bad.
Okay.
So as a pastor, I need to come and say, the way you talk is not good. Your dressing is not good. At least tell the person the gospel fact. Don't tell them to come for that water towards the face. When they see the man, immediately the man approach that person, the man will just fall in love for you. No, it is totally wrong. You want to work. The work come, let me give that, go and do this direction. No, you see, all those things are fake.
Okay, let's move to this direction. We have so many couple of, should I say girls or women? Okay, women. They say when they submit their application for jobs or employment, they end up letting the directors telling them that you have to sleep with them before getting the work. What are your intakes on it?
Oh, for this, let me say, it is true.
Okay.
It's happening. It's true. Let me take myself as an example.
Okay.
I interviewed a lady far back 2000 when I started my work. So I pasted it that I need workers. And then a friend of mine gave me a number to a lady at Kaswa. The lady came for interview. I invited her to come on Friday. So I was interviewing like, let me say, 6 different ladies. I called her, talked to her the Thursday. Friday morning, she called me that she wanted to come. So she's preparing herself. I told her by 10 a.m. she should be fast at the office there. So I give her direction. 10 o'clock, I call her. Oh, I'm in the car coming. 12, I'm in the car coming. The lady got to my office there 5 p.m. She came with the bag.
Okay.
And And then I finished the interview and I said, oh, she can relax. Whereas she will go back to where she came from. He said, okay. I left her. I went to the next town, doing my own runnings and there. And then my worker called me that it is 8 o'clock, the lady is still sleeping. But she called her, then she's waiting for me. So I told the lady on the phone, lady said, oh, boss, I thought you give me a place to sleep. Wow. The following morning, then I'll go. You see the picture that person has printed? You see, if I was to be a bad man, I'll take advantage. So for the first of all, mostly are from the women.
Okay.
They try to entice with the man. Okay. And then you can never tempt a man with something that is so succulent or so concupiscious.
Yes.
Like at least you see a body, a fresh body. You see the way they will dress. You see they're dressing. Let me say, you see it and it try to pull you.
So have you done something before? Having sex with someone, giving the person?
Oh no.
Are you sure?
No, I've done that before.
Okay.
But know for sure that if me, let me say my hate time.
Okay.
Now I'm married.
Okay.
And I believe my wife will not be hungry on this.
Okay.
When I see you and I know that I fall in love with you,
Okay.
if there's a help, I'll help you.
Okay.
After that, I'll talk to you. Because dating must be agreement.
Yeah.
Don't take opportunity of the person's need
Okay.
to see with the person. The other one they've never done before.
Okay.
So I do mostly advise most of the CU.
Okay.
You know, after you come for interview, I'm in love with you.
Okay.
I working with you will be a problem. So I'll connect you to a job. After that, we agree together.
Okay.
So fun.
Okay. So let's shift our conversation. You've talked about the fake pastors.
Yeah.
What about the real pastors? How can you detect that this person is a real pastor?
You see, God has created everyone to be a pastor of him or herself.
You or yourself?
Yeah. You're a pastor of yourself.
Wow.
I'm a pastor of myself.
But some people have been saying, some of the pastors have been saying you have to go to Bible school, they have to ordain you, and also people have to accept you before becoming a pastor.
Know for sure that everything on this earth is formality.
Okay.
It's a man-made.
Yeah.
Doctrine means man-made.
Yeah.
You see, you have a company.
Yeah.
Why we use a regulation? So someone who sat down, they say, let me create a Bible school.
Okay.
You get me right? So if they say, unless you go to Bible school, it is totally wrong. Gospel simply means affecting life.
Okay.
Not only prayer, not only preaching, not only fasting and prayers. No. If it is prayers that is used to build a nation, I think China will be far behind Ghana.
Yeah.
Ghana, we had our independence before Malaysia,
Yeah.
before Singapore,
Yeah.
before at least so many countries that you can mention, even South Africa. Go and look at Malaysia. The day I went to Singapore, I was shocked. Someone just related on a grass. The person was jailed 8 months. And then the person was fine.
Wow.
But what is happening here in Ghana?
Freedom.
You see, not freedom per se. Our system is not working here.
Okay.
Pastoral doesn't mean you need to go to church. You need to go to Bible school. No.
Okay. So since you said everyone is a pastor of him or her life,
Yeah.
we have people who are believers and we have people who are unbelievers.
The word believer, you see, the sector that we are driving to, let me say, is very broad. So if you get the time, then we'll talk more about religion
Okay.
and culture.
Okay.
I'll get time to educate people.
Okay.
You see, people see that when you don't go to church, you go to hell. As I sit down, I am sitting down here. We're talking about heaven and hell. I don't believe in heaven and hell.
Why?
Because a place that you came from and a place belongs to your dad, must you still fight before you get that place?
Okay.
Like I'm a Fanti. I'm from Asin Fusu. Let me say Asin Praso.
Okay.
That's where I'm from. And I've come to live in Accra here. So if I'm going back to Asin Fusu, that means you need to live a different life before you accept me. No.
Okay.
That's where we came from. And then that heaven and hell is something that the white man has come to do to bring wash with the blacks.
So there's no hell, there's no heaven.
If there's hell and heaven, that's where we came from.
Okay.
Do you know where it came from before you were given birth?
No, I don't know.
Uh,
I knew that my father had sex with my mom.
Nobody,
became a zygote in my mother's womb.
nobody have no idea where we came from
Okay.
and where we're going. Everything you see on this earth is a man-made.
Okay. Everything on this earth is a man-made. We are going for a quick commercial break. When we come, we are going to continue the conversation. Stick and stay. If you just tune in, you are still watching the Flamboyant Lifestyle interview. And we are still in the studio with MC Alex. He has said a lot about religion and also he has told us about his life story. Before we went for a quick commercial break, we were discussing about religion. So without not wasting my time, let's continue with the discussion. Okay, you also said you're a motivational speaker. Okay, what type of motivation do you give? Because a lot of people said we've heard about motivation, but still we are still stagnant. What are you telling those people who have been saying we are fed up of motivational messages?
Okay. When I talk about motivation, it simply means you inspire yourself to the next level in life.
Okay.
You say life have a design in such a way that there are so many stages, and any stage you get, as you try to move to the next level, you need to pass through some tests and trials.
Okay.
Let me say challenges or problems. So sometimes people have ended up at the prison, others ended up at the hospital, others ended up in their early grave, all because when they get to the turning points in life, whom you meet determine your future.
Okay.
You see, God placed people in our life in every sector. Life just like a booklet.
Okay.
So as you move to the first chapter, before you move to the second chapter, you need to meet someone who can direct you.
Okay.
Someone who has become an honorable. He got to the time that all hope were lost. Let me say, a young lady of a kind who have started living a life, came from the village, came to Accra, finished the schooling, and then he met some guy. The guy deceived her, slept with her, abused her, gave birth with her, and the guy dumped her. How would this lady feel? She needs someone who needs to motivate her, inspire her to move to the next level. There's this guy who have started up a business, and frankly speaking, the business just collapsed. If you don't become a drunkard, you become a weed smoker. Look at a weed smoker, you become a madman. This sector need to get someone who will motivate you, who will inspire, who will talk to you. Who will tell the Alice, where you've been to, have been there before.
Okay, we have so many motivational speakers who have been talking about, oh, you can use one CD to start a business. What sort of motivational what sort of motivation is that?
Okay.
How can you start one CD? One CD? Is it a lie or something?
Oh, it's not a lie per se. You see, there is a lot of creativity when we are motivating.
Okay.
Sometimes we try to create something as example. So many that we say to motivate people, most of them, let me say, attempt to be lies, others to attempt to be sample, just to inspire the person. But for you to start up a business, first you need idea.
Okay.
You need to get idea. Me, for instance, my microfinance that I started through idea.
Okay.
My office was my bedroom.
Okay.
I knew people. So I went for a A4 sheets, wrote their name, but I don't have money to go and print their names, go and do 1 or 2 photocopy and aspects. So I used my manual, my pen, my ruler.
Okay.
So I was going from house to house, collecting susu.
Oh, okay.
So out of that susu, I got to get someone who have the idea. And then we made ourselves together. Then we had Money City Foundation.
Oh, wow.
Get me right? I want to move into
Where is it
media.
located?
Oh, our headquarters is at Ablekuma.
Ablekuma.
And then I was Elan.
Okay.
And then Circle 2.
Okay.
But we are still moving on, and we still hope for the best.
Okay.
So as I bring my work, this sector to an end, you need to have idea.
Okay.
Second, you need to believe in yourself.
Okay.
Because in this life, if you don't believe in yourself, nobody will believe you.
Okay.
The first thing, before the idea comes, fear will grip you.
Okay.
And anywhere you go with fear, you have no future. Okay. Life is all about risk taking. Even as you eat banku, let me say, anything can choke you.
Yeah, the bones, the fish, or the.
It can choke you.
Yeah.
The car that you are in, someone picked the same car, the same place. The person got as the person died, but you are in the car going the same way. Yeah. You see, everything is risk taking. So if you don't take risks, forget about succeeding.
Okay. So let's move. I can see you are wearing a ring. Yeah. When did you get married?
Oh, I think last year, September. 5th September.
September. Yeah. Okay. How can you detect that this person is a marriage material to spend the rest of my life with?
Oh,
how did you detect your wife?
Oh, and you see, when we talk about love aspects, okay. No for sure that there is no marital material on this earth.
There's no marriage material. Okay.
We are all just like water.
Okay.
We feel the shape of the container.
Okay.
There's something called temperament.
Temperament. Okay.
That's what you need to look for first. I like this. I'm that harsh type.
Okay. You're choleric.
Definitely. That harsh type. Let me say, I'm not that cool. Okay. I need everything hardcore. So I need a woman who is that cool.
Okay.
And understand.
A sanguine.
A
sanguine is funny. So a phlegmatic.
Definitely. Reserve type. And then before you move with anybody, know what you want from a man or a woman.
Okay.
And that thing must surpass normal eyes living. Okay. One, before I get to know that she's a lady who can who understand me, is that the first time I met her, I have that feeling with my inner man tells me there is a woman whom you can marry.
Okay.
Every man must listen to that still voice. You see, when you get close to anybody the first time, your inner man will prompt you.
Okay.
If this does not help you, you see, somebody being a wrong material doesn't mean the person is a bad.
Okay.
It's a wrong partner for you, but not bad person.
For a good part. For someone else.
Definitely. My wife will be a bad partner for someone, but good for me.
Okay.
So before, listen to your inner man first. Because when I met her, my inner man was at peace. Number two, her language, her lifestyle, the way she does her things, I fall in love with that.
Wow.
And then lastly,
How does it do it?
oh, she's that cool type. She's okay with everything. I tested her. And then lastly,
How can you test someone?
oh, by at least sometimes when challenges come, the way she reacts.
Okay.
Because whenever I made a mistake, how she confront me is first thing that always cool me down. And then lastly too is the breast.
The breast. You like breast?
I love breast.
Wow.
I love breast.
Okay. So that's what
That was
activated your mind. Okay. So since you love breast, let's go. How is marriage life?
Oh, married life is as simple as ABC.
Because a lot of people who are not yet married like me,
The fear.
because it's not like fear. Because when we wake up in the morning, we can brush our teeth anytime. We can find something to eat. We are not thinking about anything. We are not thinking about maybe school fees. When a child is begat, we don't think about school fees. We don't think about the other person and all those things. But when you are getting married, some people also say that marriage is like a trap. So when you are inside, like if someone is not all that happy, you have to make that person happy. So how is marriage life?
Oh, marriage is a beautiful word that God created on this earth.
Okay.
Marriage is not competition.
Okay.
Marriage is not fear. Okay? Living a single life, it costs more than marrying.
Are you sure?
Yeah. We have boy, we have guy, we have man. No matter who you are, until you marry, you are not yet a man.
Why?
Because your married life will determine your manhood on this earth.
Okay.
You married to a woman, you listen, you have like a 3, 4, 5 girlfriends.
I don't have any girlfriend.
Oh no, I'm setting an example.
Okay.
Not you per se. There's a lot of money.
Mm.
When she's coming to you, you need to send her money.
Okay.
I'll do my hair. I'll do this, I'll do that. There's a lot
So
of
are you
expenses.
not doing that in marriage?
When you marry a woman, she know that you are in for a lifetime. So something that a side chick, or let me say a girlfriend, will try to take it emergency, she will take her time and use it for a while.
Oh, okay.
You put down 100 Ghana cedi, you can spend it for 1 week. But give 100 cedi for side chick or a lady, it's just like a peanut to that person. But when you marry, you stable your life spiritually. When you marry, you stable your life physically. When you marry, your life will be ashamed. When you marry, you get the favor and honor you receive from God and man. So for married here, I advise every guy, there is no pressure. You need to marry for you to live a comfortable life on this earth.
So if you don't marry, you can't live a comfortable life.
Oh, you see, until you marry, you are not yet a man.
But we have people who are not yet, they are not married, but they are living their best life. Women, they are living their best life. So what do you have to say about that?
Best life simply means you creating your own family and attaching life. That's the only thing.
Okay.
I was saying, a life, a man, you know to copy from your friends.
Okay.
Be yourself. Because before the sun goes down, you go and sleep alone on your bed. But it takes a woman to advise you, to educate you, and to manage you.
Okay. A lot of people have been saying you can't be with your wife for a longer period of time. You have to get different women or side chick to be per se. So since you've gotten married, are you having side chicks?
Oh, I'm not saying me per se, but let's take it into general view.
Okay.
When we talk about side chick and other aspects, we call it concubine.
Concubine, yeah.
Solomon was having 300 wives and having extra 700 concubines. David, in the Bible, all the prophets, there's no prophet that the wife name was mentioned attached to his name. Ever they get to, they marry, they give birth. So for a man here, you need to produce.
Okay.
You get me right? So as you marry, get a good wife. Take good care of a wife. Move on and begin to touch life.
Oh, okay.
But when all men are to be faithful to their wife, most women will die of hunger.
Is it true?
Yeah. When all men are faithful to their wife, most women will die of hunger.
Why?
This one, the legend will understand.
Okay, the legends will understand. Okay. I go by the name Flamboyant Lifestyle, aka what? Mankind. And it's getting interesting and what? Interesting. This man is a full package. He's full of wisdom, he's full of inspiration, and he's full of motivation. So all you have to do is just to subscribe to the YouTube channel. It's Flamboyant Lifestyle. And also make sure that everything that you do it with what? With life. It's a very, very important thing that you have to do. So ending this conversation is going to give us his final words, then we end up. So what are the final words?
Okay, my final word to the youth especially, and anyone watching me, that no matter the situations that we are in now, no matter what we're going through now, in terms of business, in terms of marriage, you have marital crisis, anything, it is not over yet. Believe in yourself, again, and still push through. And nothing on this earth is possible. Everything is possible. So anything your mind set to be, believe, press on. You can fail 100 times, you can still succeed. So don't give up in life. And I just say hi to my wife, my sweetheart, Francisca, is a friend, aka Queen. She's the woman in her own heart. God bless you. And then hi to Letitia too.
Okay, he said in life, you don't have to do what? Give up. I go by the name Flamboyant Lifestyle, aka what? Mankind. It was a wonderful and also very inspiring interview. I know you've learned a lot in it. Yeah, I know. And I know that you share this video. Share this video. Don't be selfish. So that someone elsewhere can also benefit from this knowledge, benefit from this motivation, and also benefit from this inspiration. So make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. Thank you very much. And also thank very much to all the crew members who were here. Thank them very much. The camera guy, the lighting guy, and also who made it possible for this interview to be possible. Thank you very much. Laugh loudly and also make sure everything you do